Good day, everybody. You're welcome to Uma Inspires. This is Chidima. Quickly, today we're talking about communication in marriage/relationship. In my last video, we talked about an important skill which is needed to develop in every marriage or relationship if it must thrive, and that is listening skill. Today we're taking you to another important skill, which is speaking. Speaking skill is so much underrated in our society today, and that leads to the problem that we are having in our marriages or relationships. It is very much necessary and needed, and that's why it is taught in Communication 101 in schools. You come to the classroom and you rehearse. The professor grades you based on your performance. That is it. Before you talk, you must practice. You must check your opponent if they will receive that message at that particular point in time or not. How will they receive your message is also needed to check. Check your environment. Your environment matters when you want to communicate effectively to your spouse. A lot of people wash down the ego of their spouses because they want to talk or they want to convey a message. Do not talk down on your spouse, and do not talk to them anyhow in the public or in the presence of your children or in-laws or friends, because the way you treat your spouse is the way they are going to treat him or her. And to retrace your step is going to take a lot of work. You do not want that, or you do not want them to be disrespected one day because of your attitude. I remember very much when we got married newly, that was an issue. I just communicate my mind anytime I want it, and I do not consider the other person. Marriage is not just all about you. It is all about the other person. How they are going to receive your message. That is important. Even the serpent in the Bible, for instance, he checked his environment before coming to Eve. Because if he came when Adam was there, he wouldn't have succeeded. Therefore, he came when Adam must have left and engaged Eve. How do you engage your spouse when you are talking to them? Do you wait for their responses after you talk? Or you're just the authoritative one that you talk without waiting for a reply or feedback? These things are very much needed that you consider them. In the Bible, for example, Esther, she checked her environment before talking to the king, and she got what she wanted. If you must get what you want, you must check how you talk to your spouse, because that's what brings problems that we are having in the marriage or relationship today. A lot of people do not talk with respect. Because of the hierarchy in marriage, they talk anyhow, and then it leads to a fight or brings problem. You must consider your spouse before you talk to them. Also, if you know that your spouse won't receive your message properly, know if you will turn it to a joke. And if your spouse turns that to a joke, the other person or the other partner do not have to take it for granted, because why they are doing that is they do not want to hurt your feeling. For example, also, my husband, sometimes he turns certain things to joke even when he's very serious. Certain conversation, he will turn it into a joke. From there, he becomes serious, and his message are always communicated that way effectively. You have to check how your spouse wants to be communicated to. It is really, really important. Respect them when they know that pattern, because it is not usually easy to communicate the way you want to be communicated to. Thank you, and I will see you next time in my video. Share this video please, and comment, and give me your feedback. Thank you so much. God bless you.